Hey, Bodacious Beast, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. Oh my God, I'm filming at midnight. Holy mackerel, there's enough lighting here in the parking lot to be able to light up my face. Looks good to me. So, we are going to talk about a very popular question that I saw on Quora, and it's a very hot topic on Reddit. And it is, what is life like in prison? Now, I've never been to prison. Don't ever intend on going to prison. But I've had cousins that's gone to prison. I've had friends of mine that's gone to prison. So I do know quite a bit about what's going on in the prison system. A lot of people are asking what's life like in ADX, what's life like in maximum security prison. Well, let me pretty much give you a little bit of a sum up of what life is, because I hear the same answers to my questions that I've asked my friends and I've asked my family over the course of the years. So the first thing about prison is when you commit a crime to go into a penitentiary, into a prison, you are basically giving up everything in life. You are, if you think a minimalist is bad, you are going less than that. The only thing that you're allowed to possibly even take into prison with you is any kind of medical devices or a religious symbol, which means a crucifix or your wedding ring. That's about it. That's all you're allowed to take in. If you have piercings, everything is taken off. You have nothing. Your clothes, if you go into prison and you're wearing designer clothes and you're serving 5 years, those designer clothes ain't going nowhere. They're going into the shredder, into the garbage. They're not keeping it. So, living in prison, you basically give up everything. So if you love your cell phone, if you love your cars, if you like gaming, it ain't happening. You're giving up basically your freedom. You will be confined to a cell approximately 85% of the time. You'll be let out to eat. You will walk around in the exercise yards, depending on where you're at, what kind of prison that you're at. You'll have enough time to be able to work out, and you're back in your cell again. Don't believe me? Ask someone that's been there. There are, all the stories with prison food and prison burritos and all that stuff. Well, yeah, that is true. People try and make life as normal as they possibly can. But if you are, you can think, well, then I can just surf the web all day. Well, the only web that you're going to have is a paperback book. You have enough time in prison to be able to sit down and read War and Peace, which is one of the largest novels you can be able to even read. And you're giving up your freedom. When you want to squat, you're going to squat and everybody's going to see it. And you're going to pretty much have a cellmate, depending on what kind of a prison you're going to. Your bed could be a concrete block. And you're going to be sleeping on that concrete block. You're going to have rules that you will have to follow. If not, you're going to get thrown into the hole or solitary confinement for a certain period of time. Don't think that prison will ever the prison will never break you. Prison will break you. If some people that I have talked with, that have seen people come in, they come in because they want to learn how to become tough. And the reason that attracts people is because, well, yeah, prisoners have a tough guy image. They have a rapport of becoming a tough guy or becoming a gangster or becoming a thug. But you're not going to become anything when you're in prison. Yeah, you're going to have somebody that's got a life or he doesn't care. His life is done. His life is gone. So he doesn't care whether he lives or dies. If you're going in there for 5 years, That's the toughest sentence that you can possibly have. You know you're getting out, and so does everybody else. Depending on what the crime that you committed, that's another thing. And you got to watch your back. You constantly got to watch your back. You don't know who's going to have a thing for you. You don't know if somebody hates your guts and wants you out of the system. You don't know if there's a bully in school or somebody that you picked on in school that's going to be inside of that same prison that you are. Or that one person that you tripped over, that one person that you befriended out on the streets that you don't even know, but these people remember. Prison is basically what it is. You lose your rights, you lose your freedom, you lose all your materialistic things, and you're just there to sit and think about what you've done. That's what they call rehabilitation. You can earn a degree, you can get yourself some kind of education while you're in there. You can become a welder while you're in there. I mean, there's some advantages of prisons, but there's not very many advantages at all. And in my opinion, I would never go there. And there's one big side effect to prison. And one of my cousins has gotten this. It's a side effect, but it's also a, what do you want to call it? Do you want to call it a virus? And you saw it in the movies with Shawshank Redemption. It's a virus. And it's called becoming institutionalized. Once you become institutionalized, that's it. That's the end. When you leave that prison to go back into normal life after 15 to 20 years, you don't know how to function in society. A lot of people will go out and they'll see that they can't function, and they'll do everything they can to go right back. They're done. When you're in prison for 20 years, the world changes in 20 years. The jobs change in 20 years. That's it. A life sentence is a life sentence, whether you live it out or not. So, my opinion, don't even go to prison. If you want to know what prison's like, that's pretty much it. If you want to know what prison's really like, well, you could probably ask a state trooper and see if you can volunteer for going to prison, but I wouldn't even do that. But that's my opinion. I'm just letting you guys know what I know from my personal experiences. And, well, you can either take it or leave it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a good enough video to be able to explain about what prison's about? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Until next time, keep on rocking.